My dad sold my soul to the devil. He was the epitome of a macho man. All he wanted were sons, strong, athletic boys to carry on the Keller name. When my older brother Anthony was born, he was ecstatic. 3 years later, when he found out my mom was having twins, he couldn't have been happier. 3 sons, he bragged. Then I was born. When he saw I was a girl, the disappointment was instant. While he gave my brothers strong, meaningful names, Anthony, priceless, and David, beloved, he named me Lilith, night monster. Mom and my brothers softened the blow by calling me Lily, but Dad insisted on using Lilith. My parents didn't stay married for long, and Dad got custody when Anthony was 5, and David and I were 2. That's when things got worse. He took Anthony and David to baseball games, out for ice cream, to movies. I stayed home. I showed interest in his hobbies, sports, fixing cars, but he refused to include me. I wasn't his real kid. When I was 4, Dad got cancer. Doctors said it was terminal. That's when he made the deal. 15 more years of life in exchange for one of his children's souls. Guess who he picked? From then on, demons followed me. The first time I saw one, it was pale, gone, and peering at me from my closet. I cried for Dad. He stormed upstairs furious and beat me for interrupting his night. As I sobbed, the demon watched, unmoving. By 9, demons were a normal part of my life. One night, the gaunt creature stepped fully out of the closet for the first time. He was impossibly tall, his head tilted awkwardly to fit under the ceiling. We stared at each other. I should have been terrified, but I wasn't. That night, he sat by my bed as I cried. For the first time, I wasn't alone. I named him Papa. Papa became my constant companion. He'd appear whenever Dad was in a rage, or when I was upset over school. He never spoke, never even looked at me much, but he was there. I'd tell him about my day or read to him when I felt brave enough. One night, when I was 14, I ran to him after Dad threw a chair at me. "Papa!" I cried, burying myself in his cold embrace. For the first time, he hugged me back. I felt love in that moment, a love my real father never gave me. But then I made a mistake. I was reading aloud to Papa when David barged in. "Lilith, what the heck is that?" he screamed. Dad came rushing in. Papa stood, his towering figure filling the room. My brothers froze, but Dad ran for the holy water he kept by his bed. Papa knew it was too late. He held me back as I tried to protect him. "No!" I screamed, tears streaming down my face. Dad sprayed Papa with holy water, and the shriek that followed could have shattered the house. I fell to my knees, holding Papa as he faded into nothingness. "There," Dad said to my brother. "It's gone. It can't hurt us anymore." But something bigger appeared behind it. It was massive, with horns and glowing eyes, holding a staff. "Stanley," the figure boomed. "We had a deal." Dad fell to his knees. "I kept my promise." "You lied. You harmed your daughter, and now you've killed my minion. Your soul is forfeit," Dad pleaded, but the creature turned to me. "Lilith, it is up to you. Forgive him, and he will live." Dad turned to me, desperation in his eye. "Lilith, come on. I'm your dad. I raised you. Don't you love me?" I looked at it, then at Papa's empty space. "My dad is dead," I said. "You killed him." The creature dragged my father screaming into the void. My brothers cried, but I didn't. I knelt by the spot where Papa had faded and kissed the floor. "Goodbye, Papa. Thank you."